the cartel to bribe security personnel, retrieve the shipment, and interfere with the seizure. The investigation also found evidence of an earlier shipment which was processed in May of 2026. Rather, in similar fashion, using the same type of false cargo declaration, similar description, and linked to the same network. This means that June 7 seizure was not a one-off event. It points to a pattern, a system of criminal enterprise based on witness testimonies, documentary records, core logs, digital evidence, forensic findings, the reconstruction of the cargo chain.
Before we could become journalists today, we are citizens. If there is no way that our country is safe, we cannot practice in our respective professions. When we are at war, pastors would not be respected to go to church to preach. When we are at war, medical doctors would not be able to go to hospitals except on a coercion or sanitary condition. When we are at war, lawyers would not be able to go to court to practice. That's why when you see these things happening, whether you are a lawyer, whether you are working a profession, you got to step down and protect your country so that that country will provide an avenue for you to be the kind of person that you want to be. And that's where we are now. What happened on yesterday was wrong. It's still wrong. And no matter what it is wrong. We are seeing things happening in this country, and people are now seeing it as being right because the Asa is there. And these are things that we got to be stand up. To be a patriot, you have to stand first on the side of the law, because the politicians will go away. The regime will pass away, but your country will stay. The law will stay. Your patriotism vow will continue to stay on. And these are things that we got to stand up for. It doesn't matter how people feel, what kind of side you want to be on. We just got to speak to the truth, and that is very much important.
His Excellency, George Weah, President of Liberia. Our board noted that His Excellency's victory as the African Political Leader of the Year 2023 is a testament to his contributions to promoting peace, African culture and development, youth and sports development, and advancing Africa's agenda globally. It is also a recognition of his critical role in the infrastructural and socio-economic development of his country, as well as his people-friendly policies. He has continued to advocate for peace and free and fair elections in the ECOWAS sub-region, and this was demonstrated by a show of statesmanship and iconic posturing by accepting electoral loss and congratulating the winner. While he arguably had options as a sitting president, he chose the path of honor, peace, and the defense of democracy. His emergence reaffirms our position that he has remained one of the continent's leading light, as he had continued to demonstrate great faith in the African project, promoting African dignity and helping to change the negative narratives about the continent.
Good afternoon, people. Thank you so very kindly that you join us. Real Talk, Kings 88.5, the 28th day of July 2028, the reign of Judah Christopher. I'm Sam Andrews. As always, Sam Andrews. Grateful we are to God Almighty the creator and sustainer of the universe, the God who keeps watch over each and every one of us, every day, every night, the God who orders our steps and we place all that we are into everything that He is. We are grateful to the God Almighty. And thank you. We are also grateful to you for coming on, using your time, energy, resources, just everything, giving your very muchness. It's another day in this mystery culture, politically referred to as Liberia, the place that Unity Party people want to own as their personal property, and nobody should live in it. Nobody should ever do anything. If you are living, live like foreigners. And if you are living like foreigners and you are not documented foreigners, they are ready to chase you out. That is the kind of atmosphere, but that is what Unity Party have been all along. Very divisive, hateful, discriminatory, evil, and on we can go. Let's start with few of you. Let's bring a few of you, then we move on. Time is of the essence. Sekou Donzo, Western Australia, Musa E. Sharif, Congo Town, Jackson Ponin, B Mountain, Company River Sets, ITI, Boma, Morris Zodwa, Residents, Japan Freeway, Gatnesville, Jujewanwe, Douazon, Newtown, Rising Sun TV, Willem E.D., Willem E.D., Samokai, Douaulu, Samokai, that's the place you are falling from. Great. Jumo Koli, Jukonti Chie, James Neloyo, Car Wash, Buckley Car Wash, Mount Buckley Car Wash, Philip Tamba. Right. My dear sister, Orita Sunday with Choir, hope that you are faring well. Welcome, Mark Coleman from Virginia, USA. Rita Christine Hates, great that you are recovered. If you haven't, you are recovering rather, if you haven't recovered completely, but it's good to hear that you are okay. And thanks for coming on. Kadiatu Kamara, your comfort zone, Dua zone, you said. Yassa Sharif, USA, Shea, Patrick Gotson from Broadway City, Melvin Roosevelt Jolo, Grand Jita County. Okay, time is of the essence. You are coming down just like water, a river running down the hill. Let's start from around the region, West African region. Then we focus on what we've got on our plate today. The International Monetary Fund has approved a final payment of about $371 million to Ghana, completing the country's $3 billion support program. The IMF said Ghana had made good progress in improving government finances, increasing foreign reserves, and restructuring its debt. Ghana turned to the International Monetary Fund for a bailout in 2022 after rising debt, high inflation, and a weak currency pushed the country into a serious economic crisis. The IMF said Ghana's debt rate has now improved from high to moderate. However, the bank missed one target after lending more money than allowed to the government and public institutions. Ghana will now move to new South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has called on African countries to work together to manage migration and tackle its root causes, including conflict, poverty, instability. Speaking to the Pan-African Parliament in Johannesburg, Mr. Ramaphosa said South Africa could not deal with the challenge alone. He condemned xenophobia, said African governments must share responsibility for addressing migration, while warning that unmanaged migration could threaten national security, sovereignty, and social order. He also urged migrants and asylum seekers to respect South Africa's immigration laws. In his comments comes amid anti-immigrant protests, attacks on foreign nationals, and the repatriation of thousands of migrants to countries including Ghana, Nigeria, and Malawi. And security agents have arrested a Nigerian soldier after the army accused him of supplying military uniforms to terrorists and criminal groups. The Nigerian army said Private Mohammed Yusuf was arrested in Manduguri while allegedly trying to flee neighboring Cameroon after deserting his unit earlier this month. Yusuf has not publicly commented on the allegations. The case has renewed concerns that some security personnel may be working with armed groups, making the fight against insecurity more difficult. According to Nigeria's National Human Rights Commission, armed groups were responsible for at least 3,000 kidnappings and 300,580 killings between January 2024 and April 2025. Those are some of the developments unfolding out of Liberia. Let's get to what we've got on our plate today. We've got just two, and then that will be doing it. Well, the first one, let's start. The country is in a good state economically. That's what it seems to be. But this guy can explain better the hardship that Liberia faces on apartheid administration. Let's go therapeutically. This explains how terrible, how bad off economically the country is. And they try to portray it like things are okay. Terribly is bad. So my guy couldn't explain it just by his action, his cry, his weeping, that if God does not intervene, this country will collapse under the frail president, Joseph Yema Boakai. Listen to him. He's explaining, or did explain, how bad off Liberia is, how hardship has overwhelmed on our plate. Well, we've got the drug. Liberia has drug disaster, drug epidemic, or I should say cocaine disaster, cocaine epidemic unleashed on this country by the Unity Party government. And they think that we are stupid enough to accept what they are saying, what they want, how they want. We should just live by their narrative. They brought in the drugs. They pretended because the pressure was on them, like they have arrested and they are investigating. Because of the consistent pressure and curiosity from everywhere, they now try to come up with a shenanigan which they do not know. I told you people, Unity Party was only good destructively in opposition. Now they are in power. They can no longer, they are not allowed to put people in the street to burn tire, to say this person killed this person. They are in power now. They are protecting. So it is a difficult thing for them. They're not controlling the narrative. They're pretending, they're acting like they are controlling the narrative, but they are not controlling the narrative. They want to sway people's attention from this disaster that they brought on the country, that they unleashed on the country, the cocaine, that Liberia is now a cocaine state with a cocaine president, a cocaine speaker, cocaine deputy speaker, cocaine pro tem. The country is so bad off, it's nasty, it's dirty, it stink everything cocaine. They think they're smart enough. They are not smart, because just as they're literate, we are also literate. Just as they educated, we are also educated. Just as they are average, we are also average. So they try the best they can, but it's not working. They're coming out with all kinds of different ideas and hanging on those things, we will hang along with them. The people that using as surrogates, those are failed people. They got no legacy in Liberia. They are so petty, so tiny, so regrettable that they exist, and they think that they stay in the world of the 1940s and 50s and 60s, when they were just speaking political terms all over the place. And I'm referencing what they've tried. They're smart. That Miata family, your kind, use to distract us. We're not get distracted. Miata family is infinitesimal. Miata family is insignificant. Miata family, the entire family, they ain't get no history in this country of development of anything. If they ever had history, that political wars, BB political wars, causing chaos and confusion and strife and misunderstanding, quote unquote, they say they are progressive. The only thing they have in this country, they are progressive. Those people kept this country down. Their PS, Mr. Bwaka was with them in that same group. Mr. Bwaka now as president, he can never point to anything that Miata family, H. Bwema family, and all the families and other people did developmentally for this country. They cannot show anything infrastructure to this country, because they were not concerned about development. They were short-sighted. It did not crisscross their mind. They were only concerned about themselves. If they born their child, the child will go. They will send the child to Harvard or Moore College, wherever. Then they move. Look at all their children where they are. They are not in Liberia. What impact have their children done in this country? And you sit down there when they are showcasing their children getting elected to another country parliament, this person to IMF, then you are excited. The only thing you can cheer, you can give from, yeah, the Liberian. But what has it done for you? Anthony Sayed is a Liberian. Anthony Sayed being within the international community for rack of ages, show one developmental impact she has in this country. Then we can talk about the most recent ones, the ones that they've been showcasing. Show one. When you see them on the internet showcasing, then you are excited. Yeah, Liberian making headway. You should not be saying Liberia making headways. You should be pointing to the headways they're making in your country, because they are developing another country. They are not using their energy, their time, their resources in your country. All of those years they existed, they lay for the other country. That's what has kept your country backward from time to time. Now, Let's go to Madame Famule, failed politician, got nothing. She had the audacity in this interview with Kofu Day. She said, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. They asked her about Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And she was very insultive. That's what they call intelligent insult. You look at Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who has a remarkable legacy, both international and domestic. You people may be of the same age group, but you people were in your prime and Ellen made the most of her prime. That the international community got to know Ellen, made use of Ellen's ability and impact. You, Miata Famule, the same age range in your prime at that time, she could not do anything. The only thing, she said she was a musician. Had the audacity to say the only legacy that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf had, the legacy of unleashing George Weah on the Liberian people, and that George Weah is a disaster. Imagine that. Very rude, very disrespectful of the very voters. Look at the stats. Look at the stats of the various elections, or the elections that brought George Weah to power. Did Ellen Johnson Sirleaf single-handedly give the election to George Weah? Did Ellen Johnson Sirleaf campaign for former President George Weah? Did Ellen Johnson Sirleaf do anything? What the people have been saying, if you are not friendly, it's not the next person's business. Bouaka had never been a friendly person. I told you people, Bouaka had been an extrovert, not an extrovert, for an introvert. Does not have that social standing from his prime all the way. Live that Congo life. That's why you see in his old age, he stay with him. In his old age, he want a young boy. He won't do those things, but he can't do it. That old age now, he really dressing. And it's because the presidency trying to give him that aliveness, but time has passed. We had always been friendly from day one. Your inability to get along with people, not anybody blame, not anybody guilt, that your own inability, you have to own up to it. So Weah was friendly and he remains friendly. He flows along with Ellen when he was in opposition. Ellen offered him a job. He did not say, oh, I'm not doing it because we are opposition. He took it from a Liberian perspective, a national and patriotic perspective, and he delivered. Miata Famule was here all those times. Her own sister, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, did not find a right to bring her closer. She was distanced because of this, that way by instinct. When I'm me, it should not be another person. Because they saw Ellen and Weah working together, which brought Weah government into demonstrating government of inclusion. They ran with this thing, oh, Ellen rigged the election for George Weah. Ellen gave the election to George Weah. That's absolute nonsense. Ellen Sirleaf did not give no election to George Weah. Ellen Sirleaf did not campaign for George Weah. You know what you mean when you say, yeah, the certain president giving election to the president? It means you will see that president, that certain president in the forefront, going from every new corner, every village, every clan, every community, every city, campaigning for that person. Did you see Ellen do anything like that for George Weah? George Weah went from one end to another campaigning for himself. He won with what the Englishman can call stratospheric margin. Then they say Ellen gave the election to George Weah. Very disrespectful. She insulted you people, not seditious, but you other people who went out to vote. You see that Congo attitude stay in them. Here's the woman. Listen to her. Feel Liberian female politicians. Your women should even be feeling sorry for
That concert. I love the songs. And I saw former President Johnson Sirleaf.
Yes.
Audience.
Mm-hmm.
What do you reckon was her lasting legacy?
Now, please, you're listening. You know, this is how people take interview serious. Your gesture, your posture, your response to the question. Your response to the question, meaning your words, come last. They look at your position, which is your gesture. They look at how you sit and all of those things. That is why they have something they call off-air discussion. And all of those things that will go through. If you are a female, if you're going on the television, they will dress you, do the makeup, do all of the things to tell you how to position yourself because you're going on camera. It's not a radio that they will not see you. Moreover, if you claim to be educated, if you claim to be highly educated, and you come in with a disparaging comments against certain people, nationally and internationally on the screen, you must know exactly how to position yourself. Here is an educated woman who is condemning other people, saying a disaster when her position was a disastrous one. You look at her. Look at her. The guy asked a question, and you see the man posture, the man sitting relaxed, refined, serious with his questioning, and then just some girl from the street, you tell her, say, sit down, you come and do that, and you see her laughing, inexposed, trying to act like she exposed. Y'all look at her. Listen, look at her.
I saw you perform at the Nobel Peace concert. I love the songs. And I saw former President Johnson Sirleaf.
Look there.
Yes, yes,
The
yes.
audience. What you reckon was her lasting legacy?
Look there. Look at her. Look at her brow all showing. Look at the educated woman. Look at the
Her
woman
lasting legacy.
the woman who called a former statesperson, a former sitting president, a disaster. Look at her. Look at her position. Look at her. Is this representative of a woman? No disrespect to you, woman. You people are refined, intelligent. I'm talking about this one who always, she and her brother must come out lashing at people, condemning as if they are the clever people. They are the only educated people. Look at her. Too petty, too tiny. Y'all look at her gesture again.
I saw you perform at the Nobel Peace concert. I love the songs. And I saw former President Johnson Sirleaf.
Yes, yes,
The
yes.
audience. What you reckon was her lasting legacy?
Very, very childish. So let's go, yeah. Let's go. The message. Let's go to the message now. Forget about her gesture. It's already no a petit, tanning, mechanical.
I saw you perform at the Nobel Peace concert. I love the songs. And I saw former President Johnson Sirleaf.
Yes, yes,
The
yes.
audience. What you reckon was her lasting legacy?
Her lasting legacy will be that she unleashed George Weah on us. That's the legacy I give to Mrs. Sirleaf. Sorry.
You don't think very much of George Weah, President George Weah?
Have you met George Weah?
Yet to. I'd love to interview him.
Oh, he can't talk much. You won't get much out of him. Huh? He's not very articulate either. No, I'm sorry. He's a fantastic football player.
Yes.
Okay? He's a fantastic player. At least that's what they say, because even when I was in England, I wasn't that much into football, and I understand he played at one time for Liverpool or something. Yeah, I didn't follow his football history. But the background that I come from, we didn't see football players as national political leaders. And I'm sure that's everywhere in Africa. I mean, I never heard Ghanaians saying Abedi Pele can be president.
Abedi for president.
Can you imagine? Could you have Abedi for president?
Well, he's not a politician.
Well, this is our own case too. George Weah is an Abedi Pele. They should stick to their profession and everything. But Madame Salif thought it would be interesting, under the guise of generational. Yeah. So she unleashed George Weah.
Because he was VP before he became president, right? Was he vice president before?
No, he was a senator.
A senator.
Yeah, he was a senator.
But the Liberians chose him. She didn't force them to vote for him. So the unleashing.
Yeah, she did it because I'm saying at the end of the day, how did he get into the political class? He could have stayed there forever. We would not have voted for him. The majority of sound thinking Liberians, they won't have voted. But Madame Salif, like I said, foisted him on us, literally held up his hands and as the successor. And there was nothing we could do. I mean, we didn't have the capabilities of printing extra ballots and those little things that happen in African politics. Yeah. But he was a disaster for the country. Go to Liberia now. They will tell you he was a disaster.
So it's quite a damning verdict from you.
No, it's just the truth. It's not damning. My thing here is I have sympathy. I can even have sympathy for George because I know his limitations. He had absolutely no interest in governance, in governing our people. He was just happy to be president, enjoying himself, doing a booga dance, drinking and partying. Yeah. This man was a football player. How do you expect him to come and read a 530-page budget?
His finance minister will read it.
But that's just it. He had no idea they would read a thing. They didn't even bother him with those kind of issues because he could not deal with it. Yeah, that was George Weah. I mean, I know a lot of people mesmerized this football player. And in fact, some of my friends, Nigerians said, when I said, oh, he was a disaster, and they, really? They are all surprised. And then I asked them, so you think, what's the boy's name? The big one there in Nigeria, the football player. Kanu. I said, you'll give your country to Kanu to run? And then that's when they think.
All right. So that's the interview right there. It's up to you people. But what I sense from it is that you can now see and know why Liberia had been underdeveloped for decades when these people were in the prime. Help me with some of the names. The Bacchus Matthew. What did they do? The Miata family that said Ellen Johnson Sirleaf unleashed George Weah on us, that he is a disaster. What did they do? They took one Antipote, who is frail now, is ill in his 80 plots. What did they do? Y'all help me with the names. These are names that came from the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s that had Liberia. These were the educated, the highly educated. What did they do for this country? What can you point to as Liberia today that the 60s, the 70s, this overhead pass was constructed, these politicians did this, they did that, this was initiated by politician A, this one was initiated by politician B. What can you say? Nobody in this country, the unborn generations or the generations after them, the generation, that prime generation can point to anything. These people they are pathological failures. They are shameless people. They just like priests and vampires. they come in this time, or because they feel they try to block people from checkmating the past, going to the past, so they hang on to the president and say, this person is not right, this person. Who determines? Who determines? Anybody can become president of any country. Anybody can become a journalist. Anybody can become medical doctor. Anybody can become president. Anybody can become a big executive. Anybody. Anything you devote your time to, once it is your desire, it is your preference, and you are ready for it, you will achieve it. So, by parity of reasoning, let's agree that George Weah is a footballer. George Weah was small at the time. Look at George Weah's age and Miata Famula age. George Weah was small at the time. Miata Famula were all around your age. Bremer Famula. What did they do? They were the big boys and big girls. They were the educated ones. They were the college graduates, the master's degrees, the doctorate degrees. They were the ones who were controlling the political atmosphere of the country all those years. What did they do for this country? George Weah was small. He was small, running from one end to another in Gibraltar. These were the politicians. What did they do for this country? You show us one. What did they do? They kept the country in abject poverty. They kept the country in dungeon. That today, you see the country, you see how the country look, you see how the city look, it's clustered. Today, everybody jam. Everybody jam. They sat down there, they call themselves politicians, educated people. White men came and dominated them. That our entire system is after the white man, but they were here as politicians. What kind of politicians, given what we have seen over the time historically? They were subservient politicians. The white men came and put their names on all of our streets. The white man was not concerned about anything development because they did not see any curiosity of the future. So they kept the country closed. You see? Look at the city. Miata family, and they were living at that time. They were the top people. It's Bremer family them, but we can hear the people now. The first time the woman criticizing, so it's not a strange thing. When they were the boast in the 1960s, in the 1970s, they just boast of years. It is the same Miata family woman. Where's that clip that Mary Brown blasted her? She was the one coordinating the transitional team alongside Mary Brown to oversee the inauguration. How messy. That's why sometimes when Sekou Sherry referred to Bouaka as puppet of a president, people can get verbal. Sometimes you look at it, he's right. Miata Famule had a messy. That inauguration was messy. That Bouaka own people, they were shame. Legislators, we still have that clips. I still have that clip on all the senators, majority of the senators and representatives condemning it. It was that at that inauguration, all of us know that Bouaka almost fell down. That God held him because had he reached the ground, then when talking about Bouaka president, it was that inauguration, and everybody saw it. Bouaka had the audacity after he recovered. He praised Miata family for conducting or planning a successful inauguration. What's the photo? Miata family, you won't expect anything extra. The reason we say we're not giving her relevance, we're not elevating her. No, it is our responsibility when you bring something against our leader. We have to go for you. That is the essence of this radio station. The radio station is not to sit down and people lambast Weah. There are things that people do. There are things the government will do. If a right we talk about, say, yeah, we praise the government, this and that. But it doesn't say that we sit down, government people come with disparaging comments against our leader, against the owner of the station. You know why with me? Weah station, then the people saying all manner of things. The post about my member, you're sitting out there, then what can I tell you? What a radio station for that? because that's the essence of a radio station. Who will go and say something funny of Joseph Yema Boakai, then not Prime FM, but D15, Unity Party Radio, Punch FM, how they call the other one on Nipo Street, without saying anything and allow you to just flow. They will come against you. We see in the people right now, we're listening to the broadcast. You dare say something against President Boakai, they will come cursing you. The people who say, the people on the radio stations can call, you should listen to the Pro Tem radio station. I think it's D15, eh? You're listening to her radio station. You're listening to the other ones and hear them cursing. But there are people who say they clean. We just laugh when we're listening to them. So we can say we was not a disaster on this country. We was a blessing, and we are still remains a blessing to this country. Nobody render favor to George Weah. George Weah came, he rallied the support of his people, and he came with a difference. He made a difference. You and your family, you and your brother, the entire family, then you ain't get nothing to show in this country, Miata family. You ain't get nothing. Your old politicians, you stay here for rack of ages in this place. You left from here, you went and sat down in another country, you boasting when you are in England. That's what they used to do. And today they still doing it here when you are in England. The people will just go, they will look for opportunity, they will conquer life. They send it on this side, send it on the other country, go to the other country, go to the other country. They stay there for rack of ages, they gain all the education. What is the essence of gaining education? To come back and change the identity of your country. That is the essence. That's the reason why people started going abroad. So they will come back, the knowledge they gain, the exposure they gain, then they will now use it to change the outlook of their country. Miata family, H. Boima family, the late Dr. Amos Sawyer, Dr. Gabriel Bacchus Matthew, all the doctors and all those people, with all the education they gain, all the quality education, what did they do developmentally? What do they have to show? Nothing. Yeah, one of them, yeah, Councillor Tiawan Gonglo. Tiawan Gonglo were part of that group when ready to be boasting. 1970 days, 1960 days. What Tiawan Gonglo get to show? Besides teaching at the law school and representing Liberian journalists as pro bono lawyer and other things, what they get to show? The only thing you hear them talking about, that progressive days, they brought multi-party democracy. That multi-party democracy can develop country. It was the George Weah man that they say, that Miata family say they made a footballer, that changed the metaphysics, as the Englishman would say, meaning the identity of the country. He gave it a new identity that today people are exposed. Things that never happened in this country. Things that people never saw. Things that they did not even know they were ever going to see. That the children never had that comfort, that aliveness of human being that George Weah brought in. That the exposure there. Education can build country. Oh. Education can build country. No, education can build country. That love for country. If you check the number of Liberians who are highly educated out of this country, it's more than any other countries of the world. But look at Liberia, 179 years old. It's still in the dungeon. It's still like a toilet, staying dirty everywhere. Then education can build country. Oh. The countries that around that you see developed today, that what people go there, they're happy, they won't come back. That love, that curiosity, that exposure. That's how the people kept Miata family continue to tell you that how they kept this country underdeveloped. That Congo attitude, only them should have the final say. Governance should be amongst them. They should decide everything. Everybody should worship them. Nonsense. These people are political parasites. They just live on this country, got nothing to show. What the education can point to? Nothing. Nothing. The very Boakai man who is the president today. What they can point to of President Boakai? What they can point to? Nothing. Nothing. Look at the people. Look at the University of Liberia. Can you imagine? I feel sorry for students at that place. Not even feeling sorry, but I just laugh when I hear them probably looks intending breed. The nation only university. Rare Guinea. Look at the number of universities they have. Look at state-run universities, not university, Rare Guinea. Go to Sierra Leone, go to Ghana. Don't even talk about Nigeria. The last time I checked, just in the city, it's Abuja, about 25 universities, polytechnics, colleges. Who put them down? The politicians, both private and government. You go in Abuja, one man has a university, put it at the disposal of the public, a politician. When you hear that expression, government can do all, but government can create the opportunity that is there. So the man can say, government, I want to do X, Y, Z. Government say, okay, we examine your proposal, it's good for the country. Yeah? We offer you this land. Take the man put 6, 7 stories, universities with every other thing is attached there. Not getting $5 from the government, but from the people that development there. These people, what did they do? Look at that university. Look at it. For record of ages. And they claim, you hear some of them that they graduated from that university 1870, 1890. What did they do with their education? Me at that family, then they went to that university. Her brother, Dr. H. Boma family, then they went to that university before going for further education. What did they do after gaining advanced education out of Liberia? What did they do for that university? If they look at how it's looking, stay rusty. Look at it. You have to bring white woman. These people, they say the politician, me and that family. White woman, they had to bring American woman, and an American woman presiding over the university, fighting her, using her education gained from her country to help a black country. I just want to. Today, who brought in this whole thing about tertiary, let's just say average tertiary educational institution, like what you call technical colleges and other things? Who brought it? And now we are start setting up all the things, and today people take it. Ellen started it. We are built on it everywhere. That today now, in the garden, in the house, the one that in their village, the one that's in their town, the one that's in their constituency. But these politicians, Miata family and her age, all politicians, they were around. What did they do? That Dr. Anthony Saye there, she was the IMF. She will retire from the IMF. Nothing. When these people come back to Liberia, let me start telling you, we have seen it many times. When they come to Liberia, you know where they go to stay? In hotel. We've seen it many times. I'm just telling you because we've seen it, we know. When you see someone letting you cry, the people, too pitiful. Don't see that. It's not their education did nothing for this country. The boy ain't get majority of them, they ain't get nothing. And when they can stay in hotel. That's why they stay 2-3 months, they going back. That Miata family, what she got? Where they were living, I don't know whether she stayed there, say on Ashmore Street and beyond Secret Heart Cathedral. It has something that old ranch there. Y'all go look at it. We'll not forget about that cocaine. That cocaine thing, y'all will not distract us. No, you will not distract us. So United Party people now, they praising Miata family, they running with a year and there. No, we have. Miata family said that the legacy of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, she unleashed disaster. She unleashed disaster on Liberia. So we say it this way. United Party unleashed disaster. Cocaine is a disaster. Cocaine is epidemic. An epidemic. Cocaine. It on us. Instead of focusing her attention on that Joe where she go talk about. I tell you, The people, when they talk about George Weah, they can never feel pleased. Failed woman. She was in the music business. Where did she go with it? Where did she go? How many music, how many songs? I think her song passed 4. In her very country, her song, no impact whatsoever in the very country, Liberia. The beginning are coming out today. Their songs they're producing are going far and wide, going around the world. They are moving. Look at Jacino then, all the Crystal then. The beginning are just coming out today. They're going. The whole world getting to know them from their songs, their innovation. They didn't go to school to finish college. Some of them did. But I mean, in terms of getting the education that Miata family then got, the little education they got, that's what they're using to script, and they're scripting right. And it's changing not only their lives, but it's changing the lives of others. It's taking people to another level. You get out of this country, you listen to Liberian songs, you say, oh, well, we can say that in our country, we're looking at our musicians, our artists, that how the people respected us, that the impact they're making in other countries. Me and that family have been here for rack of ages. That way by 18th century idea then that James Dopo then use of people in the gallery. You think who get time for that kind of songs then? You got for what, Joey? Joey, baby, you will die. You will die. You're really get funky fever. Or really, it's hurting your bad way. Anybody can become president. They are artists. They are artists all over the world that left. People left the art, they feel, they track, they became politicians, they made significant airwaves. There are people who left the forward everywhere. That age or something that you have. That's what kept this country down. When it is not the Congo people, it's not the so-called elite, it's not the so-called educated, it should not be anybody. And talk about he good at football, and stay in a football. So you people who are not footballers, you people are politicians now. How did you people develop this country? How did you people develop? How did you? What legacy can you show? And you said that you United Party people because the woman is a supporter of United Party. And you people are excited. Y'all look at her background. You're excited for her. The last time, we saw her, Miata family, and I think the daughter or so, they said she has been appointed to one of the top positions out of Liberia. That the only thing that you see, Liberian committee, yeah, Liberian, yeah, more Liberian going far. Nothing profiting you. The people prefer their sons, their daughters stay in other countries, develop those countries, then they can come to develop. Ask whether one of them, any one of them, son or daughter in this country working developmentally. No. They feel that this place is stink, is dirty. Their sons, their daughters with the education should not come here. You think me other family daughter here, me other family son here? That's how you should think. Look at it. Then you excited because she said George Weah is Ellen Johnson Sirleaf legacy. She brought disaster on the country. That Ellen Johnson Sirleaf voted for George Weah. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf hijacked the election. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was a junta ruler. That's what she's trying to say. She was very rude and disrespectful of her very peer, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. But I know Ellen Sirleaf will react to her. Me, I know Madam Sirleaf. She will react. She'll react. But she puts her in bad situation. The reaction she getting, her pressure ain't go up. Anyway, I'm gonna woman that's all. Oh God, boy. So we are it's a disaster. Yeah. So we are is a disaster. We take that as a compliment. As long as we are developed the country, as long as we are brought a change to this country, as long as we are exposed the country into what it didn't have and it has now, we are was a disaster. Anybody tell you that, just say yes, we take it as a compliment. Then hear what you say, because that's what it is, the expression, taking it as a compliment, that's what it means. If anybody tell me say, oh, me other family say George Weah was a disaster to the country, I would say yes, we take it as a compliment. As long as George Weah brought development to the country, as long that he constructed and rehabilitated roads, as long as he set up institutions everywhere, as long as he took people from out of the dungeon, from out of poverty to life, as long as he took the military to another level by building a hospital, first time in the history of Liberia, 14 military hospital, and on, we take it as a compliment. And see whether that person will ever say anything to you. There are too many ways you can shut people's mouths. These people are failed politicians. What me other family and get to show? That old school political life. You have cocaine, you have a disaster. We have a disaster. Instead of talking about the disaster that her own government unleashed on the country, I thought she would say, even though when the journalists asked her that question, but given what the country is in, and you're concerned, you want to raise that issue and appeal to your government, just how other officials, other people who are supporters of the government have been urging the government to fast track the investigation, to do this, to do that, because drugs is this and that, it has done this, the generation, and on and on. But she dared do it because her own Unity Party people will put her on the gallows. They'll crucify her. The woman is a Unity Party supporter. We're not giving her credence, though. And we're not giving her credence. We're only telling the same way she went publicly to speak, the same way we have the medium, we have the means to go public and speak. That is the essence of the radio station. That is the essence of it. Confused woman. Got nothing to show. You think that I know that South African or Jamaican way or Zimbabwean way or Kenya way or Tanzania way or talking. That rhetoric, that kind of star in our border politics again. Look at the brother. What the brother get to show? He old now. The man's sick. He can't even walk good. The last time he had the audacity to put more on George Weah again. All of y'all be putting more on George Weah until y'all be going one by one. Most of you people are sick, frail. You're not thinking about your future. After you think that Bouaka is your savior, instead of sitting down and help, that George Weah put more on every day. George Weah ain't get time for y'all. George Weah ain't get time for George Weah already know y'all. The very Bouaka that you're supporting, Bouaka sees George Weah as his enemy, and George Weah is not Bouaka's enemy. Bouaka is his own enemy because of his devilish heart. That's why we have a handicapped president. You know, y'all look at Bouaka, we have a handicapped president. A walking the head kind of just walking just stingray. You see all that one that we are putting more on. Your poem, we are God will be striking you one by one, one by one, one by one. That's why God said, vengeance is mine. And now what the man said, vengeance is mine. The man, they answer, hey, revenge. You see, we are talking. You're talking whole day, you go from one end to another. The only message you get at George Weah. You go display that George Weah. Instead of you telling the people, this is what we did. During our time, we brought this, we did it, we set up this infrastructure. People can do this, people can do that. Nothing. One library, you're in set up for the so-called educated young people that were coming up to go there to do research. Not even a 2-classroom school that you set up. We challenge her. If she knows that she has a legacy, let her name what she did in this country. The people stay out of this country for lack of ages. You got nothing to show, then you want to put your mouth on somebody who carry this country on his shoulder. Weah legacy beats all of you people legacy. Down to Joseph Yema Bouaka. Bouaka got nothing to show. Bouaka started doing something, meaning putting something in the ground for himself when he became president. So I mean that Bouaka in his prime, all of you people are the same age. You Miata family, Bwaga family, the whole order, all of you people. Nothing Bwaga get to show. Bwaga stay in one hall for rack of ages. Clear for me. He became president before he started living life. And you people did not want to say, oh, Mr. Bwaga, you know, we got to do this, we got to do that, let's set up this. We have generations coming. We got to set the future for the young people. Nothing. George Weah legacy beat all of your legacy, domestic and international. That this man, that a footballer they can recognize internationally. The people are afraid of your man, Joseph Yeman Bwaga, because they feel that he is an accident in waiting. So when they invite him, the people scared. The people prefer to deal with George Weah. Where is it? Let me show you something. Where is it? Let me show you something. Where? Let me just show you something.
At the battlefield, waiting to hear the voice of my commander. Jesus, if you call my name, I will answer a billion times. Who is calling my name? Oh, Jesus is calling my name.
I be worrying about it, man. I'm not worrying about y'all.
My name, I will answer a billion times. Who is calling my name? Oh, Jesus is calling my name. Oh, hey, Jesus, if you call my name, I will answer. Let me hear. Hey, hey. Are you ready to answer that?
You see the man? The man getting ready. Man keeping himself fit 24/7. You see? The man in America, man will soon be coming to Liberia. Man keeping himself fit. You'll be worrying about the man. You read about it, bro. So we have cocaine disaster. Miata family, thank you for giving our word. Just as you said, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf unleashed George Weah on us as a disaster, your own government that you serve in and you still serving in unleash cocaine disaster on us. That's what the country is now. The country is in a complete cocaine state. Miata family, talk about that. We know you. You are a supporter of Unity Party. And that's a strange thing. Who told you that? We know. Everybody knows that you are a supporter. You are a die-hard supporter of Joe Boakai. You've been Unity Party supporter from day one. So there's nothing extra, Miata family, that you can. Yeah, she and Joe Boakai and other Unity Party people. So you think you expect a woman to say anything good of George Weah? You're the VP there, Unity Party officials. And Miata family stand inside George, Mr. Bwaga, were born here. That's one of the reasons why God said women should not stand on the pulpit to preach. That's one of the reasons they are telling you. That's one of the reasons. They used to cut their hair. They used to call it completely bald hair. And God said it took away the essence, the value of a woman. That's one of the reasons. But you get to know with time, another issue for that, just telling you, just for you to see the picture. You see, these are Unity Party officials. Yeah, Miata family that's standing with a bald head. Yeah. Woman should not cut her hair. Woman should not put on bald head. No. But that is another lecture for another day. All right. So that will be doing it for that year. I'll be doing it for that. All right. So let's go to the next one. Now, Unity Party in opposition did all the all that they did because they were suffering. Most of them, they were suffering. Things were not fine. We know that for a fact. We know some personal things, and some of the government officials, they know because we heard the conversation, we're in the corridor, we're in the room. It was not easy. And we saw some people live. Listen, you see what the pro-tem doing today, Yombi Kanga Lawrence. You just ask yourself, well, when she was in opposition, she was doing it, giving people free money, say, when you wish her your days, 2,000, when you wish her July 26, 2,000 is as many people. All that she doing in Grand Bassa, she was doing it when she was in opposition. Grand Bassa was down. Look all around because she was poor. She didn't have it. All of the people that you see today, they didn't have it. They were poor. Poverty means you lack that which you desire. Until you can get the money to fulfill your desire, you are poor. When you get that money now, then you are out of poverty. Most of them were very poor. Things were hard on them. They had to pay bills. They had external responsibilities and a lot more we can talk about. All that you saw Unity Party doing was, look, let's do this thing. Let's be consistent with it. The little resources that we have, we take the risks, we put it into it, and just put everything against George Weah so that he's out, and then we are out of poverty. And that's what you saw them doing. Everything, they'll criticize it. When CDC officials dressed neatly, it was wrong. When they woke up in the morning and eating, Unity Party in opposition, it was wrong. Everything that they saw CDC people doing was wrong. That it was a waste of the country's resources. It was opulence, extravagant life, that CDC officials was just misusing the country money. They were just fantasizing and enjoying themselves. They were saying all kinds of things all over the place. Fast forward, they are in now. Things, and you, listen, you know today, if you're doing it, nobody will argue when they see you doing it in opposition. Those things that they are doing now, if they were doing it in opposition alongside CDC people, nobody today will say that they were criticizing CDC people because of envy and jealousy. But today, they are doing it, and they were not doing it yesterday, so we can say it was envy, it was jealousy. Listen, when you poor, you get desire. But you don't have the money to bring that desire alive. So when you see other people who have the money and they are doing it enviously, you get vexed. You come up with all kinds of criticisms. Right now in the community, everywhere, you see people do that. Because they get it, oh, la lady pa, and she did so, because she feels she did, she got money now, so she doing it now. Criticizing her friends, saying all kinds of things because she didn't get it. When you hear people expressing, when you hear people criticizing, condemning other people that way, they're telling you that they have that desire, but they don't have the means. Instead of waiting and asking God to help them, to give them a life, they wouldn't do it. That's how these Unity Party people were. Yeah? You look at this. The people who are condemning everything yesterday, everything they were condemning it. You look at them. You see them? You see the table filled with liquor, stout, the different kinds, you know. You see the table? Now, yesterday, when they saw a CDC official or 2 or 3 CDC officials amusing themselves, it was wrong. It was unethical. It was ungovernment. Today, here they are. Did they live this way in opposition? No. Did they want to live that way? Yes. Why they were not living, what they were not doing as you see them doing on the screen? Because they did not have a time. Whatever money they had, they were preserving it. Because they were not too sure of winning the elections. So you see them today, they don't want anybody to criticize them. These are all government officials. You see them? That is why Liberia has always been down 179. It has nothing infrastructurally to show because of the bitterness, the grudge, the jealousy, the envy, the malice. Once I am not in that state, the next man that is in it, that man is wrong for being in it. He should be condemned and criticized. But when you have the opportunity, you are in it, nobody should criticize you. Yesterday, the thing that we saw, just one government official said in America, Eugene Nambo Idi, hey, Unity Party ran with that thing for pretty close to 3 months. Then, what's the guy that sat over his car, he bought a car for a girlfriend, they celebrating, which is normal. Anybody can do that. Preference onto anybody to do as you wish once you have the supporting power, which is the money. Oh, they ran with that one again, how the man is extravagant. Yeah, George Weah, they're just taking the country money, they're wasting beer on car, they're washing car with beer, all kinds of stuff. Let the people, shameless as they are, you can feel sorry for these people. Come on. The truth must be told. Yesterday was wrong. Why should it be right today? Yeah, them here, they call themselves politicians. Yeah. Greater gods. The pro tem Yombli Kanga Lawrence, who could not afford yesterday, Darius Dillon, who could not afford, they sold the party to Musa Bility, because Musa Bility had always one of the well-to-do financial wives in this country is Musa Bility. Musa Bility had never been a hungry person. No, Musa Bility had never relied on anybody. Musa Bility had never engaged in any crooked deed to get money to be what he wants to be. Musa Bility is one of the richest men in this country, but he moves in a common way. They sold Liberty Party to Musa Bility. All of you know that story. They sold the party. I have the clips here that when they start getting $1 or $2, and then they say, Dillon start making palaver of Musa Bility. And not because you gave few dollars, you must take our party. We get our party back. But they were broke. They were broke like childhood rat. They sold Liberty Party. After Bromskin died, they could not sustain the party. They educated people. They could not sustain the party when Bromskin died. Bromskin's own daughter, she was in America going to law school. She could not come back to help resuscitate the party. She only came back when Yombli Kanga and they fought hard. They took the party. No, they did not take it back. Bility said, look, I don't want confusion here and there. That thing there, that's small money. Next time, you should be people of integrity. You take the party. And Neko, Koto, I withdraw. You get the party back to them. You ever heard Yombli Kanga Lawrence talking about wanting to be president of this country or setting up a party headquarters? And that now because she pro tem, they're getting the money that's nobody's business. You saw her party headquarters and she announced that they will be contesting the 2029 election. She wants to be president. Look, when you poor, you just, they cancel and be eating you from inside against other people. But when you dare, let them hear the government officials, Dillon, pro tem, behind you. That's the Minister of Information. Let's go. No, let's go back. I want to show you the Minister of Information. Yeah, the Minister of Information. Yeah. Saw him that represent Senator Francis Dopo. But Francis Dopo, no. I can't condemn him because I'm not from day one. He been working. He was at the Ministry of Finance. He had not been like these other people. But he's in government, so they went there. So he joined the celebration. When this man was making money, you only can't get poor. Dylan or poor. All these people were poor when Francis Dopo was making money. I know that for a fact. I know the man. So that one I can put him in this category. All right, this is Senator Francis Dopo. Yeah, this is Senator Francis Dopo. From day one, he has been well-to-do financially. He's not a boastful type. You don't even see him bragging here and there, ranting like the other ones that he hardly come out. Only once in a while you hear him to a radio station or giving a press conference. Very refined, intelligent, responsive. He been in money from day one. And not like the other people who were waiting, doing all kinds of things against George Weah to come to power, that the people you see here. So I just try to show you the senator. He just joined them because all of them are government officials that went there. Then the people who were condemning government officials for building all over the place, the same thing. President Bouaga goes to Buchanan, he goes to the Minister of Information house, because the Minister of Information, Unity Party Minister of Information, Jeremy McPhee, celebrated his 59th birthday. So Bouaga goes to his house in Buchanan, and then he has another house in Broadville. Yesterday, it was wrong for CDC official to build a house. They were pointing out all those people's houses today. The building everywhere. They having 2-3 houses. But they don't want anybody to talk about it. Okay, so you identify, Emmanuel Bray identified Senator Wellington Jevon Smith. They don't want anybody. Bouaga went to his Minister of Information house in Grand Bassa to join him in the celebration of his 59th birthday. And then he has one in Broadville where he got the other one. So when you hear these guys just screaming and shouting, using Weah as a cover up, so you think that these guys are not doing anything opulence or extravagant. Then you dull, moving on research, Unity Party partisan. Yeah, we are not coming. We are the people using you because they see stupidity in you, that you be screaming and shouting. Why? They are improving their lives. They are enjoying. They are building. They are moving here and there. Just be screaming and be yelling. Joe, we are not coming back. We are never come out of the play. We are was a disaster on Liberia. Ailing legacy is a disaster by putting George Weah on. Then you jump in it too. The guys are improving their lives. They are enjoying. Yesterday, if a CDC government official wrote a 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 or 15,000 United States dollar card, it was wrong. But today, look at the government officials. Look at Unity Party government officials from 50,000 upward. Yesterday, let a CDC government official purchase or ride a 30,000 or 40,000 vehicle from the legislature to the executive down to the judiciary. It was wrong. It was wrong. Today, you look at your United Party people, look at the kind of cars they are buying. Yesterday, they made you to believe that the people were buying 1 million cars each. Look at your people, if you know cars. They put riding the best models of cars, new models, new brand, from 50,000 upward. Yesterday, when the people talked about buying new cars, it was wrong. Dillon was in the Senate saying all manner of things. He was calling his colleagues spinelets, that they did not have the balls. Look at Dillon today. Look at the car that Dillon riding. Look at the other Unity Party senators, the cars that they riding from 50,000 upward. And you sit down there, be screaming and yelling all over the place. Yo, Joe, you're not coming back. The people see stupidity in you, just how the people use you. They accomplish their aims and now they're enjoying, and you that deaf, you are there now, you feeding on the crumbs, and you can hardly get any of the crumbs. Just as Lazarus fed on the crumbs, at least Lazarus tasted the crumbs of the rich man. But you're not tasting any of the crumbs of Unity Party rich people. And be there, be screaming. Oh, Jawi has all the country, you're not coming back again. Jawi, not come out. Be there. The people getting rich. Yesterday, they were telling you, oh, George, we have people, they were only taking care of their children. Who they taking care of today? They're taking care of you. The poor taking care of their children out of this country are going to school. The poor paying 10,000, 15,000 United States dollars annually or yearly. Some areas, some universities, 75,000. Where the money coming from? The money coming from here. You think the people were striving, doing all of those evil things to come to power because they had the money? They did not have it. And they wanted to sustain themselves and sustain their family, support their family. Today, where are all their children? The last time Pierre was bragging about his 5 children. The universities they're in. Be sitting there, you can hardly have money to pay your school fee. You're running whole day, you're running from one end to another begging people. And you call yourself Unity Party supporter. Let's see y'all. Yaka. When you're inside, you can be vexed when your friends prospering. And it's too bad in life to envy your friend. It's bad. Bad. All right. So the cocaine investigation is still on. They want to cover it up. They want to divert, but we are not stupid. We'll keep talking about it. Yesterday, the 100 million, it was a major issue for them. It was a unique issue, a very juicy issue. They kept running with it here and there. So now it has haunted them. Blebo Brown, they reacting and not easy. Not easy. They drugged him. They were denying everything in this country. Oh, the AR. That what Bwaga has done to you. The man lied to you, say he training you in IT. So what kind of IT you're learning now? You only know the difference between a real video and AI. The people did a serious thing, and they had to operate around the world. Again, your United Party officials, oh, that AI video, that CDC video, that AI video, that CDC, yeah. Experts from around the world, IT experts, people who are schooled, grounded in it. They look at the video, they say it is not AI, it is a real video. So if the people can mention President Bwaka's son name, and President Bwaka's son comes out to react, then it means that they, by inference, please listen, by inference, President Bwaka's son knows something about this drug. If I do not know anything, somebody saying, Sam Andrews, I have no time to react. I got no time. I don't know anything. People can say what they want to say. But if I opt to react, then I am adding fuel to that accusation, and it will go far and wide, and it will be sustained by the public. That's what's happening. Why did he react? If the president's son has nothing to do, the people call his name. They say Joseph Boakai Jr. They didn't say Joseph Boakai Sr. In that video, they say Joseph Boakai Sr. Then they call his nickname Jojo. They call his nickname Jojo. You're overlooking that thing. You're overlooking it. That's how those guys can operate, those drug people. That's how they operate. Especially those South Americans, the Colombians, Spanish, Mexican. That's how they operate. When they're ready, they don't hide. They come up boldly and tell you. The only thing that is blessing this country, we are far. But if this country, say like other countries close to those people, forget it. That different thing we're talking. That thing what government officials doing, they better take that video very serious and do something serious about it. The DEA, not DEA, but not DEA, EPS boss. EPS boss. Let me just share what he said about that drug. How they will burn it, they will send it back to the people. They will do this, they will do that. A laugh. EPS boss, you can make such a statement. You can. You want to leave it as it is? Why rush? Don't rush to burn anything. The investigation is still on. Why are you rushing to burn? Burn what? It's still on. We ain't talking about burning. We're concerned about the investigation and the outcome of the investigation. I'm burning thing on yet. Why are you rushing to burn the drugs for? When you reach to burning, or burn. Yeah, what he said, the EPA boss them gave. We will burn there. We will burn there 4.2 tons of cocaine this week. And we will videotape it and send it to them in Colombia. Listen carefully. We, that the EPA boss, that the man who mining President Boakai, the man who protecting Boakai, EPS boss, same gay. We will burn their 4.2 tons of cocaine this week. We will videotape it and send it to them in Colombia. Videotape it and send it to them in Colombia means that they know where the guys are. Danae, it means that they know, so the government knows that EPS boss saying it. It's send it to them in Colombia. So it means that you should know, or you know where they are, where the video, that video the guys produce, you know where they are. Then he said, bring it on if you vex. Get in your boat or plane and come meet us at the burn site. You know those guys. When the guy ready, they're taking it for a joke. Serious thing ain't happen yet. That's why they think that a play thing. They think they are smart enough. Those guys, those things that we see on the screen, on TV, on shows. The first time in the history of Liberia, first time for those Colombians to release their video and demanding their money, 2 million, that they enter a deal, that they're demanding. The beginner can say, shit, their own men are cursing all over the place. Their own man, a rough on him, he said the video that is circulating is troubling. It's not easy. He said the video is troubling. Ain't troubling, oh. When you people were screaming all over the place, everything, you're turning against the opposition, say opposition want to call chaos, opposition this, opposition that. Serious thing. cooking, the man I say the video is troubling. Something has to be done. And not easy, it's rough. Let go. Yeah. Okay. Let's go, Chief.
The person, a fidgeting, threatening your sovereignty, and you praising the person. You're posting it. It's evil. It's complete evil.
Evil, eh?
And we're quiet. We can talk more than this.
But you for doing the what tell you
because in the Guinea and Liberia land dispute in Lofa recently, confronting Yeke Koluba and his statement he made against the state.
So go for the one, the people
We
trying
have to clarify from one security house to another security house.
Why you clarifying, Chief? Nothing there to clarify. Your little thing. Why clarify? You want to clarify? They both done. They both finished. The next video that coming out, you will know. You'll continue to allocate. You think they both joking? Thank God, everybody admitted, all the people that saw it, they say the real video. Real, ain't no AI. And let me tell you something about AI. AI videos. Watch it carefully. Do your own observation. AI video, the voice always the same. If you did an AI video of 4 or 5 or 6 persons, everybody will sound the same. And we're following it on the internet or watching, everybody will sound the same. That one, that video by those 2 Colombians is natural. It's a natural video. It was not anything AI. It was nothing that was doctor. Natural. If it wasn't, those IT experts that examine, they would have said it is an AI. It was a program. If you listen, take AI videos and take that one. Just compare them, you will see. AI video, the voice, always just like current through the person or current running through the mouth. Let me see what I can show you some of the AI videos. Let me see. Just a few seconds. Then we go to the line. Just a few seconds, I beg you. Let me show you. I'll get some. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So AI VDRO. Some of the AI. Okay. So we can get it that way. We go this way. Then we get to the line quick. All right. So listen to some of the AI videos already set. Some of the AI. See what in a minute. Do what it is on top of that AI. A serious thing, very serious, very, very serious. No AI in that thing. No AI. Let's have a 1 minute. I won't get 1 or 2 examples. Trying to get something on that. All right, but let's go to the line. Will be, we got it. Let's go to the line. 0772 23 99 33 0886 30 44 97 0 777 9803 75, the women's line. I want to take as many of you as I can, so you want to go straight to the point. Don't stay long. Let's I cut you off. Just go straight. Hello.
Hello, thank you.
Hello.
How are you? How are you?
Fine.
Thank you for the show. My name is Abraham Jima, and I come from Crystal Police. Around the Habia, a member of the Concerned Librarian for Justice. Yeah, the people they are discussing until I don't really know what's the problem. Because they wanted the country to be backward all of the time and live outside of the country where people are thinking about pan-African nations, they are thinking about their slave mentality. That they will always be down to the other people while other people are trying to liberate themselves. They want us to honor America, Great Britain, and all of that. Mess up what they say. You can see now that road left from Banga to local Kota Road, I want me, Kota. Banga to the Southern District for the first time in the history of this country. From Ganta to Chapeta, from Ganta to the local Polo. And the ministry's headquarters of them do, like the NSA headquarters, the NPA, the NPRC, and then the new Marita, the new Redemption, the 100-bed hospital in East Bench, the one in Babulu, and I can go on name it, just name it. There are too many. The PhD part, the invisible part, and all that stuff them are very good and improve because we are, and the most of it to declare free tuition for public university for all the great students to go to school because they want all of this backward as the common children that we should all go up to their level. So that's why it is saying disaster. Because it disgraced themselves and people and reacting and did more. That's why she referred to a disaster. And then when you rightly said it, that they have no good development in this country, they are necessary to backwardness and what they wanted to continue in. So thank you for the show.
Thank you too for calling. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Women's line. Hello.
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 Hello, Sam Andrew.
Hello.
Mom Mary calling from Ria, concerned the proper justice.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, Sam Andrew, the poor when we are in power, the people were angry. Because the people were poor, they were broke. They don't have anything for themselves. So they needed to lie to come to power to live. They left what they never lived before they were born. Now they all around the flashing, nobody gets out for them. The Unity Party people call them all. When you go to it, they say, well, the people already have it. You and we are who already have it. We are not liability. We are not answer. You are liability to Liberia because with all power, you can do anything. And now drugs thing they're doing around, so the drugs are in the country, and now small drugs. The drugs are here, almost $1 billion drugs are in the country. But they playing for the people will get and then one by one in the country. Thank you.
All right, madam. Have a nice day. Men's line. You went off. Hello. Hello. Cut your radio off.
Good evening to Andrew. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing good. And you?
Well, I'm not too well, and I'm constrained to call because when I heard the voice of Madam, what her name?
Miata Famule.
Yeah, I'm 64 years old, so I think I know something that those people they are doing liability on this country. They were all the troublemaker, and they believe one thing as you said. They believe they are the elite, and and nothing they can point to. Nothing. All what they did was to continue to destroy this country. And they believe that George Weah came to open the eyes of those of the people that were blind. It's a wicked thing that George Weah do. When she's saying that George Weah is a disaster for Liberia, I only say woe unto her. Woe unto her. And for the drugs issue, you know, I was telling my wife today, I said, look, madam, this thing, what the people talking about when the Colombians say they coming for Jojo Bwaka for their money. And the EPS, I just said, but burn the drugs and send a video to them. That was just saying that these people with power, they are wicked people. Because what they're doing there, so the Colombian will not join into a second marshal or join into Joseph Bwaka. They will come and hold the Liberian, of course, which you will die for nothing. Because if the people have collected maybe 100 or 200 Liberians who are innocent to this thing, and they say if you won't get our money, of course, Joseph Bwaka will never make any effort to say they will rescue the people. So I just want to say thank you for your talking point. I'm so grateful for the King's family. Thank you very much. I continue to bring an open eye, open up to Liberia. But those are the people who pour into this struggle. I hope their eyes and their ears are open. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity, sir.
Okay. Have a nice day. Women's line. Hello. Let's hear you.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yes. That they will say got it well, so. See they got the guy in control how many money. They want money today.
You went up, my Bessie. Men's line. Hello.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Mr. Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. Mr. Andrew, I'm Inspector Thomas, and I come from Down Coast Unio, Winter Community, a member of Concern Librarian for Justice. Mr. Andrew, thank you for your excellent deliberation this afternoon. And here I come. Let me first start with Miata Formula. For me, I think Miata Formula is speaking of frustration. Why am I saying that? What the parents did not achieve over 100 and some more years is what President Weah achieved in 6 years. So they look at this to be an affront. They look at it that President Weah has exposed them. President Weah has exposed their gross incompetence in managing our power, in managing power in our country over the last 100 and some more years. So now they feel that going forward, there will be absolutely no space for them. They are all frustrated. That's why they are speaking the way they are speaking. And this just validated the class system that we talked over the years. That's why everything against President Weah was running the way it went. Look at a woman who claimed to be educated saying that Mother Ellen Jones Sirleaf gave presidency to President Weah after President Weah flogged Joseph Bwaka for counties at the one. Yet, ignorantly marketing or limitation on that level. That was a disgrace to her. That was a disgrace to the so-called educated people. That was a disgrace to the bourgeoisie, to claim elitists of our class. The next thing I have to do with the trust. Oh, Mr. Andrews, this trust issue is a serious issue. In my mind, President Bwaka, if this are being a serious country, but now President Bwaka did a executive marshal because he has been proven. But you have reasonable doubt that indeed there's no hands is in a cookie jar, evident by the EPS director. If this has been a serious country, President Bwaka will have exited the executive marshal. Thank you very much for always giving us the opportunity to contribute to national development. Thank you.
Thank you too for calling. Have a nice day. Let's get out of Liberia. Hello.
Good morning, Sam.
Yes. Let's hear you.
Oh, this is Leo Swart. I'm calling from Minneapolis, St. Paul, MSP. I just want to give one caution to the Liberian people. It seems to be a Liberian people, they don't know how the cartel operate. But I will invite them to go and watch a movie called Narcos about Pablo Escobar. When Narcos want to hurt the government, they don't go for the government directly, they go for the citizen. And Liberians, we are party people. We always in group, enjoying ourselves. Is there the guy will come and disturb? They will not go for Jojo directly. They will kill Jojo, they want to kill him. But guess what? Before they kill Jojo, we Liberians will feel the effect of it. There will be many innocent Liberians will die. So all I can tell Liberians, if you mean well for your country, get in the street, demand Joseph Boakai and people to turn Jojo over or Joseph Boakai leave our country. We joke too much.
But why should the people turn? Why should they turn Jojo over? Why? But it's not known that Jojo is involved. Jojo himself has dismissed that he isn't involved. He does not even know those people.
There's no criminal in the world. I will call my hand and say I steal. And so he is beating to the point of devil and say, oh yeah, I did it. Even I know. You can catch Zogo stealing your clothes from the land. And you tell you that he's not stealing your clothes. No one is dumb. No one dumb here. They have to do people safety and security. It is God and protecting Liberian. Liberia don't have security. Even the so-called Chancellor term, there's no security in Liberia.
So are you saying Liberians in Colombia, in Spain, in any one of the South American countries, if they cannot get to the real people, they will go after them, they will attack Liberians?
No, they will attack Liberians in Liberia, not outside Liberia.
Okay.
I can tell you for free. So Liberians, when they mean well for themselves, they should put the foot down. The same thing they used to do behind George Weah. Every little thing had a strength and voice to tell George Weah, the demented from George Weah, they can do the Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai is a dead old man already in the grave. I'm telling people every day, why would you allow a dead man almost in the grave to allow generation after generation to suffer? Because of Joseph Boakai. You cannot know the importance of the narcos, eh? You don't joke with Colombia, not just Colombia. You don't joke with George Law. They don't joke. So we're not experiencing something that people so we cannot joke. If they still know the war coming, we didn't experience war. We thought war was a coup. We thought in prison capital. We make our hero overnight. Oh, our national army. And today we see the 100 effect of the war. We're joking. It's serious.
Okay.
We can't just stop in the war because we can't give our own government on the stupidity. Then the people come and when the people reach. And now in terms of the narcos, we're joking. Therefore, I got security in the war to protect him. I'm telling you, LeBron would die if it is true. I hope it shouldn't be true, but if it is true, LeBron would die for nothing and no reason.
Okay, man. All right.
Thank you so much.
Hello? Men's line, yeah? Hello? Yes, good afternoon. Let's hear you quick. No, change your location. You're not too clear. Change your location and call back. Hello?
Hello, Sandra. Hello, Papa. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. And you?
Oh, thank God for life. Thank God for everything. And thank God for all of you in the nation. Let me tell you, my son. I was born 1952. I don't give you my age because the longer you live, the more you can learn, whether degree or not. This is serious. There are people already in our country. But the pitiful thing here is the young children are divided. The generation is divided. And the first thing the people make sure, Joseph Boakai makes sure that he divides the nation. The nation, the young children, the generation that's supposed to take care of our country, they are thinking down. They're reducing every day, day by day. So we got to take the message to the children. They are not playing anymore. They are fighting among themselves. And it's pitiful. Any nation that the generation, the young children, they're not standing together, the nation can fall. Our children are falling apart in the school buildings. They got different parties. They're fighting different group of people. And the children are being misled. If the wicked leader ruled that had it, this old man had become a Hitler to Africa as a whole, this old man. Miaga did that Serenium people, Baka that Serenium old man. I'll say, Andrew, you get my number, call me. I will give you some information. These people have been there. Miata good at singing Amo Sakisa. That one would know her for. To sing Amo Sakisa. They never serve, they never leave family, they never raise children. All they knew, they Boima, all of them, they grew up right in the heart of Monrovia there. We know these people. That is life. So Joya and Samuel Doe have become enemy to the indigenous people. Until we can love ourselves, our country will be like that. And it's bad. We are divided. Look at the whole capital building need to go empty. So we have to empower the young children, the educated ones, the Subo, this group to AME Zion, empower the children, the educated ones, the Safuko, them. You need to talk to the young children, bring them together to clean our entire capital building. Get your bleeding, all of them from them. They are wealthy already. Let them go because they don't mean well for that nation. Until then, as long as you got people like Joseph them from Sierra Leone, the Tamafara from the Plain Sea, and all these people, native boys, then take the nation sinking. You know what their money going to social medicine? They are into ritual killing to keep power. That native boys there in the country gone down. The Congo people in develop the country, but it was peaceful. It's a sin and it's sad. Thank you. Call me. I will talk to you more. Have a blessed day.
All right, madam. Have a nice day then. Hello.
Yeah, I just happy.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I'm waiting on fine. According to Yahoo.
Let's hear you.
You. Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear you on the air.
Yeah, I said when you put on several people in power and that is big and soon. So on several people in power, you see in Grand Pastor. Some of our boys car coming. We see on several people say, oh, they think we are not doing. They say, but I go this way. So when they were talking, I think they arguing in a car with Tony and say, but when I wear it, you are not a puppet. You say you came to come save the country. Your platform that you brought on. You say rescue. So the rescue nothing with Trump. The rescue nothing with Lagos State. The rescue nothing with Empire. The rescue nothing with everybody and anti-class state. So we don't want to start a group. If you see our inside in the start, there's somebody else working by land will say, oh, we look for you. We look for you. We look for you. What do you look for? No, you're finding your period way. So we are getting your car. Today, you're sitting down here. Nothing you're able to do. Look at how you're stopping the children in the prayer. Then you the president, the government, look at 50,000 and go give it in our side for free. So go there free. Look at the kind of third are going to you. And see it. So small, we have to put the quota coming down for you to pour out with the window. Thank you.
All right, Chief. Thank you too for calling. Have a nice day. Women's line. Hello. Hello. Yeah, let's hear you. Yeah. All right.
They never say what a draw. They ain't far in my body. The draw in the water, what the barrel is out where and yet me. It would have outside one. Brother people, the people that brown, they get that money. Rock up on there. The way you're going to you think you're putting here, you're putting on the way, here. We don't see my children. You're putting something, what people? Why, what are you? What to me? What is it? What's it? You're down, you're carrying up into Google places. Yeah, I was actually we are all. Yeah, you're just to get so out of me, yeah. So, what else are you better? Send your job how many money? We don't think about. Your mother do to tell you what else I tell you. Thank you.
All right, my busy. Have a nice day. Men's line. Hello.
Good afternoon, Sandro.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
You are on the air, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. This is Peter Tam from Council West Point. Let me tell you something. You know what? You know how far you get the one they're making. So, because when it's so easy of person we are, one hard cross. Easy of person we are, they will talk bad of person we are. Before you will jump now. The white people that is trying to get a lot. The black is our people, our eyes is still on our cross. Our ear is still there. The way I wanted the black people, we were there. We were there. See, the way we are. I see the day doing. So, thank God. Let's go ahead. Well, who is the highest boss? That's what we are bringing a draw in the country. They want to bring a draw. That's the government. That's what the government is not bringing a draw ever since. Well, never take no days. He was there. God will be there one by one. Thank you for program, Andrew.
Thank you too for calling. Have a nice day. Sure. Women's line, you're going off. So, listen. The guy who called from the United States and said that Liberians will be an embarrassing situation. The guys go move, yes. But the guy's main target is Jojo. And what that means is, whether it's real or not, whether Jojo knows about it or not, whether the guys said the truth or not, but it puts Jojo in an embarrassing situation. That means he cannot leave Liberia if he ever attempted. And if that video is true, just as people, the IT people say it's true, if it is true, we do not know, but the IT people say it's true. The real video, it's not doctor, it's not anything fake, it's not IT. Then he's in a terrible position because the guys cut across. They know how to operate. It is a network. Big drug thing is not small thing. It is a whole world, WORLD, whole world by itself. Yeah, it's a wall of networking. Various drug cartels, they interconnect. It is a syndicate. They know how to. If they want to get at somebody, it takes them nothing at doing that. It won't be even difficult, and you wouldn't know that they have done it. That's how terrible and not terrible, but sophisticated this art is. That is why people don't take it for joke. Just what you see in movies, those drug. Watch some of the drug movies. Take your time. Let it be something that will stir you up. If you have not been, develop that desire. You go and ask for drug movies around in the various places. Just sit down and watch, just to get the education, see how those guys network, see how sophisticated it is. You can be in a given place. The only thing that will save you if you move. But once you get out of your terrain, the guys, they have their network, they have their satellite. It will take them no time to track you. And then, so if it is true, we're not saying that it's true, but IT people say it's true. If it is true, the man called Jojo in a video, it means that they see he is their target. So he can't leave Liberia. Should he leave Liberia? It will be a risk. Let's go to this line. You went off. So where do we go? Okay, let's go to this one. Hello.
Thank you. So how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good as always. And you?
Yeah, I'm okay. You know, this is Ed Moka for the public. I'm more concerned about for justice. You know, the guys in the government, they think they say they can always divert Liberian people attention. And when you come to this drug issue,
but the people say they're controlling the narrative now. They say they're good at controlling the narrative. The opposition can control narrative.
Yeah,
that is specialty.
They are making mistakes. You know, if they were controlling the narrative, the drug debate would have died down ever since. But every day there is a new debate coming up. Okay, and that is why I said to somebody, I say, this is one of the strategies to bring somebody that is not successful to come take it to they can integrate our country and take it to that president. We are a past leader she is referring to. Because before she come up and say anything, you should tell her her legacy. Okay, the entire family, because the last time we checked, when she was around here, about doing early time, she said she was taking care of girls in this country. Say Ellen Johnson studied left power. Has she been able to go up there and sow enough funding to come and continue that program, which was going to just intended to take money onto himself?
Yeah, they has it. I think they say the name is Arno Obergez, something like that.
Yeah.
Obergez, something.
Yeah, Obergez. So where are we with that? Okay, since she got the contact, she got the experience, she can speak good English. She's able to go
and so it's funny and continue with that program and make impact in the country. But there is no impact, even a house to live in. She don't. They are having that makeshift on Asmont Street there, where their parents left. That was she and her brother reside in during Grandma Elizabeth 12 years on leadership. But all these kind of people kind of speak, then the ruling establishment will want to gentrify her because the thing is saying when they mention the name of we are, they're going to take our attention for the drug issue and start falling beyond them. But we are not going to do so because we know that one of the most successful person in Liberia is George Weah. You take that in the presidency. She don't even want to believe about George Weah's success in football. Can you imagine that? And she don't even know the country that she sits in and carry on that interview. She don't know how that country consider and President Weah to be in.
Yeah.
What she's sitting and having that interview. Eh?
Yeah.
Can you trust the kind of people? Can you believe in this? Who can listen to her? The only people that going to put our be able to listen to her are the guys from the Unity Party that are joining her. I'll tell you something. I said today, one guy is dedicating the banner to Saraya Road. What part did he play? What did he do? But then you see him come and tell that we didn't do anything. He didn't know nothing. It was a mistake on the Liberian people. But then you stay dedicating his project. So what are we talking about? So we're going to talk about the drug. We are asking that this is scary to get a video where the cartel is now threatening, to respond, and then you see an EPS director, not even the police IG, not even the government speaking up, but the one who take care of the executive is telling us that they are prepared if to go to. Why you are in a rush to burn it? Oh, you want to package the drug? Send the deed, didn't go through, and send it back to the cartel. Then you tell them that you finish burning it. If you were stupid, you're not supposed to burn it to the pig until we see the conclusion of that case.
But Emoka, the board should be concerned about President Bouakar's son's safety because the boy get time whether they burn drug or they don't burn. They're not the board concerned. The board say they want that 2 million back. They call Joe Bouakar Jr. They don't call anybody. So the people target is Bouakar's son. Whether the boy enjoy the people ain't got time. The post say they want that 2 million United States dollars they gave that Joe Bouakar knows, Joe Bouakar Jr. knows about it. So their target is Joe Bouakar. They should be concerned about his safety.
We have been saying it, that there is no way to be having the kind of drugs in this country and the IRO are not part of it. So they should be talking about if this will go for bid in opposition community partner. That person is invited by the police for investigation.
They will get 2 million police.
You think you say the cartel coming to capture Lofa or capture Bonkati and stay down there? No. Their attack going to be.
Emoka, you went off, Chief. You went off, Emoka. Yeah, instead of burning drugs, we've seen drugs burn. We are aware that local thing. But the concern now is beyond Liberia's shores. That's the concern. What are you burn drug? You burn drug. The cartel say they ain't got time for that thing. The Colombians, they say they want the money. So their target is Joe Bouakar. Joe Bouakar Jr., President Bouakar's son. That's what they said in a video. So EPS director, if you think that one is a distraction, you can burn it 1 billion times. Those guys ain't get nothing to do with it. They won't know. As far as they're concerned, they said Joe Bouakar Jr. should give their 2 million. Their target is Joe Bouakar. So what's going to happen is Bouakar's son can leave this country. That what how they call that? You self-communicate, you can leave your own country. Nobody banning you from going, but fear. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Semadu.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. There is our David Samuel from the legacy of former President we are called Omega Market and a proud member of concern like Grant for Justice. Mr. Sam Andrew, I think Madam Famula is supposed to be ashamed of herself now. The government, like you saying, that you support you. Let's look at this. If Madam Famula considers herself an educated person, she's supposed to analyze before making such a very respectful statement to former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Because former President Sirleaf, she said she brought George Weah on the Liberian people, but see what George Weah did for even the Joseph Boakai man. He's going to be appreciating Manasemi for bringing George Weah to save the life of Joseph Boakai.
Exactly, that's true.
You see, he shouldn't be making David that statement to the former president.
And they were all here. Oh, they were all here when Boakai was seriously sick. They were all around with their so-called education, other things, and they could not cater to him.
See the Joseph Mega family and the Joseph Boakai people. The men who campaign heavily for them to come to power, the left Prince Justice. He had a Christian Prince Justice. But for George Weah took care of Joseph Boakai in the hospital. For the Prince Justice had the property, the all kind of dignity to him until he went to LA Grave. See what is it? You see the difference that there? You see the difference? George Weah saved life. George Weah saved Joseph Boakai life. But now, they now Prince Justice campaign for them. They did not save the life. They allow you to die. You see how disgraceful it is on the other family or people that you see supporting. Same all up, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you too for calling, Chief. Have a nice day. Hello.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sam Andrew.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm Peter David Castle. I come from under the street light in Lower Johnsonville, an outstanding member of the Concerned Bureau for Justice. You know, Mr. Sam Andrew, when it comes to the political day school, I think the guys from the progressives, they just need to shut their mouth because they hide the major contributing factor, you know, to the and the destruction of this particular country. It is how surprised them. Miata Funnel will be making such an irregular statement, you know, against a permanent Liberian. You see, the issue of drugs absolutely is not going to be swept under the carpet, and we articulated when the issue arises with the 19 million drugs issue. We articulated to our Liberian people that and the first family is involved. And today, the videos circulating from their own circle have validated our argument. So I don't know why they have to come to, you know, to justify. There's nothing they can justify. They have failed the Liberian people, and that's what comes to now. This particular government is going to be dislodged from power. So that come to now, we are returned to the presidency. So thank you very much.
Thank you too for calling. Have a nice day. Share the show as many times as you can. Let the people on the other side of the world know. Share it as many times. Share the show and let them know the hypocrisy in Liberia. The government is trying to divert attention from the drugs, but it's hard. Women's line. Hello?
Yes, Andrew, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
Happy pre-26.
20, it passed. Oh, yeah, that belated. Yeah, but I want to be later. You need to pass. You need to pass the 26 pass. I'll be later now. All right, fine. Thank you for that.
Miata Famule. The statement that she made, some of us were small when the people were in government in the country here. They did not do anything for this country. Yes, the country has just been in poverty. People are blind. Yes, see what she said. What she said. That was a place to go sit down, Mr. Andrew. That Miata family was a place to go sit down. Yes, because she got nothing to offer this country. Thank you.
All right. Thank you too for calling. Have a nice day. You did extremely well to spice up the show. I appreciate all of you. It's now time that we read the comments. Those who are following online, then we will be doing it for today. Let's read a few of the comments. Stephen Yakadi said, how do we arrive here as a country under this unprepared government? Joseph Weah, if Jojo Boakai calls himself a man, let him go outside of Liberia if those guys not hold him for their money. And it's bad when drug dealers when drug dealers apprehend you or get hold of you, there are two things. One, death. Two, ransom. You have to pay. They will demand. If their money is 2 million, they will demand between 5 to 6 or 7 or 10 million. They will increase that money by 5 or 10. And they will do a video, just as you saw that video. They'll do a video showing the person that they have captured with a demand. And then they will give you a time. If you can deliver that money, they will slaughter that person. That's how it is with this drug thing. That is why you don't overlook it. Countries around the world, you see, they negotiate. Governments, they take it serious. They don't compromise it. So if you don't know this, you know it. There are two things. Once the drug dealers get hold of that person, the one, they will demand and say, since this is the son of Liberia president, our money was 2 million. To release your son unto you, you have to pay 10 million or 15 million or 25 million. And they will give an ultimatum. They will give an ultimatum, say 24 hours. That's the ultimatum. Their ultimatum is never long, short time. Then they will do a video. They'll do a video showing the captured person with either knife or gun at that person's head and tell you in 24 hours, they'll give you the bank account, everything, how the money should be. Once that time expires and you can give that money, they slaughter that person. We've seen it all around, but the great America battling with it. Other countries, they don't take it serious. Whenever they catch a person, they make sure that they negotiate for the release of that person. They will make sure that they pay the ransom. And even as that, it's risky. Sometimes the person is not released. That's the tricky part of the risky part of that drug. Something you can pay the ransom and the person is not released. Sometimes they go on to detain the person further or they murder the person. They get the money to go on to another area, they change location. That's a risky part about the drug thing. This whole drug thing and that risk is between life and death. The guys that are in it, they are brave. They sacrifice their life. They give their life for anything and everything. If they die, fine. Their colleagues continue with the project. So that thing, they're taking it for a joke. Kuda Williams said, AI always put under their post. Okay, AI always put under their post AI. Yeah, I think I've seen that many times. Yeah, that's true. Kuda, you're right. Yeah, they all do have to tell you that the video is not real. Yeah, they know that they have children and marriage. You also said some of them, their parents are living. Those guys will destroy them before reaching to them. God, please forgive them. Rising Sun says, those Colombians don't play. Those guys will kidnap government officials' children living abroad and within Liberia. Nehiman said, God is greatly vindicating that CDC-led government. The same drug when the UP was in opposition accused the CDC of is at them. Abraham Addison, he said, sorry, I did not see how. I did not see the video. How can I? I mean, the thing all over. We're in a war of technology, a social media war. All over. Anything you want, you get it. Emmanuel Bro writes, according to what Sam Gay has said, it tells me or any rational thinking person that the government has the full address of their partners in Colombia. Josephus Manen, this guy can, 100 cocaine. Yeah, almost 1 billion drugs. Whereas Liberia is far away from that. Emmanuel Bro again says some of them can't even find food to eat, okay, on those politicians, but they consider themselves to be Unity Party members and supporters. Yes. On those guys, the politicians, the Miata Famule PS, Josepha Manning said, what all those big names did for Liberia. Dr. H. Boyman Famule, Chair Chipo, Tukbana Tipote, Gabriel Barker Matthews. Nothing, oh, Josephus, nothing. That progress, the poor legacy is progressives. They say, how they progressive, how they can call that progressive, eh? That the thing they can boast on. No shame. Paris Lobot said, inaugural morning, criminal, and all putting mouth on President Weah, uneducated President Weah. 1, build 14 military hospitals. 2, build housing units across the country. 3, build NPA building with a serious offices. 4, pave roads across the country. 5, Gbagpolu Hospital. 6, FPRC building with many offices. Right. You're right, Paris Lobot. That's great. Y'all show everything to them. Y'all name them. We have legacy. And let them show their legacy. Let them show their legacy. Weah was a disaster. We take that as a compliment because that disaster led to several infrastructure developments all over the country that the people of this country can point to. President Bouaga and his officials can point to them. They can't deny them because they are there. They are living reality. Let them know who gain the best of all education, where the politicians all over the place show their own legacy. Let them show their own legacy. Ivan Favor Fremont said they send all their children abroad to study. Rampant corruption. All right. Did extremely well to write your comments. Miata Tobasi said Miata Formula is making her brother Dr. H. Burma Formula looks like very crazy man as well. I didn't know that